Have you ever felt a storm of emotions inside you, compassion, hope, wonder, but found yourself keeping them locked up? You're not alone. For many INFJs, the mystic personality type, there's a profound paradox. You crave deep connection, yet fear that expressing your feelings will leave you misunderstood or drained. INFJs often sense the undercurrents of emotion in a room, picking up even the faintest signals of sadness or joy around them. You might feel pulled toward others, wanting to share your inner world, but hesitate, afraid of burdening them or seeing your sincerity twisted. The INFJ inner landscape.
When your heart is open and you are centered in your heart in a balanced and empowered way, you're able to flow with love and grace and peace throughout your life, connecting with others in a balanced and joyful way and living on the path of love.
Let's unpack what's going on inside an INFJ heart and mind. INFJs lead with introverted intuition, NI, a compass for hidden meanings and future possibilities. You might experience sudden insights, a Zen-like clarity, when your brain integrates all the dots in a calm, focused state. This intuitive gift helps you envision a better future and understand people on a deep level. Balancing your intuition is extroverted feeling, FE, which means you naturally tune into others' emotions. You can feel a stranger's mood as if it were your own. This empathy is a gift. You make others feel seen and supported, but it also means you constantly navigate a sea of emotions, often without realizing where they start or end. In young adulthood, many INFJs develop a stronger introverted thinking, TI. This inner logic helps sort out thoughts quietly, classifying information and finding clarity in how things work. Over time, T can become a source of balance. You check your idealism and feelings against logic, ensuring your deep values and insights align. Neuroscience, empathy, and introversion. Modern science gives us even more insight. Neuroscience tells us that empathy and emotion processing involve specific brain networks. When you empathize, regions like the insula, medial prefrontal cortex, and the anterior cingulate cortex light up, integrating what you feel and what you think. At the same time, emotion regulation, the brain's control of feeling, uses the prefrontal cortex working with the amygdala. You're not just feeling deeply, your brain is balancing feeling with understanding. As an INFJ, your brain's baseline is usually more internally activated. Studies describe higher cortical arousal in introverts, meaning everyday stimuli feel louder to you. Where extroverts might seek an adrenaline and dopamine rush from a party, your system can feel overwhelmed by the same noise and excitement. In fact, research shows introverts are more sensitive to dopamine. Too much stimulation can make us anxious, whereas we thrive on acetylcholine-rich, calming activities like reading, quiet walks, or creative focus. The paradox of silence. Here's the heart of the dilemma. INFJs deeply want to connect, but they also fiercely protect their inner world. You might recognize this. You long to be understood, yet you hold back your feelings so others won't see you as too much or burden them. You may choose silence over explanation, worrying your complex thoughts will be misinterpreted. Sometimes resentment builds under the surface. Maybe you quietly feel taken for granted in a friendship, but keep smiling to maintain harmony. Or you brush off compliments, afraid you're not really worthy, even as you secretly doubt yourself inside. All this inner conflict, wanting closeness but fearing conflict, can feel like an impossible tug of war inside your chest.
Staying centered in your heart brings an incredible quality of warmth to your energy. Love and warmth are in vibrational resonance with the beings of the middle path, with the beings of Christed light. So being heart-centered vibrating with warmth and love and joy and bliss. This is the way that you attract the most benevolent, most beneficial guides and angels of the middle path of the highest Christed light, who are the beings who can ultimately serve you on your path in growing, in blossoming to the highest extent, to embody the highest divine being you are, staying balanced between spiritual and physical, claiming your mastery as a being of awakened heart love, showing what is possible in anchoring the highest light of spirit into the material realm through an open heart on this path of love.
Breaking the silence, tools for expression. How do you bridge the gap between your inner life and the outside world? Here are some science-backed strategies. Journaling. Writing in a private journal can act as a safe outlet for your feelings. Studies show that expressive writing can reduce anxiety and depression and increase emotional awareness. Try prompts like, "What am I feeling right now?" or "What do I need in this moment?" to start revealing what's inside. Creative expression. When words fail, turn to art, music, or movement. Engage emotion processing brain networks and let you process feelings non-verbally. For example, sketch a mood on paper, hum a calming melody, or dance out your tension. Art and music therapy research suggests these practices help unlock emotions in a safe way. Small vulnerable steps, practicing simple "I feel" or "I need" sentences. For example, "I feel anxious right now," or "I would really appreciate a hug." These one-line expressions minimize conflict while training you to speak up. Even a single honest sentence can start breaking down your wall of silence. Set gentle boundaries. Boundaries are like mental armor. They protect you from burnout and overwhelming stress. Saying things like, "I need some quiet time" isn't selfish. It's self-care. Clear boundaries also prevent misunderstandings by letting others know what you need. Build a trust circle. Surround yourself with people who listen without judging. Encourage patience. And open listening from your friends and family. Sometimes sharing a small piece of your heart invites them to share theirs. Creating a safer bond over time. Consistent empathy teaches you that it's okay to open up more. Consider Mia, an INFJ, who felt like an echo in a cave full of thoughts and feelings, but no one to hear them. She began keeping a daily journal, writing just one honest sentence. Each night, slowly, she trusted a close friend with pieces of her writing. One evening, she read aloud a heartfelt letter. "I've been feeling really lonely and scared." Speaking those words was terrifying, but her friend held her hand and said, "Thank you for telling me." In that moment, Nia realized how freeing it felt to finally let her feelings be heard. This experience mirrors what many INFJs find, that giving someone the long-locked pieces of your heart is one of the most generous ways to show you care. Vulnerability becomes a gift to you and to those you trust. Embracing the INFJ truth, the journey from suppression to self-expression takes time, patience, and courage. Remember, wanting to be understood as a strength, not a weakness. As Carl Jung said, your visions will become clear only when you look into your own heart. Allow yourself that introspection if you resonate with the story. Comment below with your experiences. Let's start a conversation like this video if it spoke to you, and subscribe for more on emotional depth and authenticity. Next time we'll explore creative ways to let your true voice shine. Until then, be gentle with yourself. Your INFJ heart is a treasure waiting to be unlocked.